My name's Drew. I'm the Executive Director of Customer Support here at Xylem, and today we're going to take you through setting up the Xylem Y1 pre-roll infuser and the basic steps you need to get going, as well as troubleshooting. Right out of the box, you will be needing to install the air hose like this onto your Xylem, and then also removing a clamp. This is just a press and release airline. And then whether you have a compressor or a built-in airline, you'll want to run this between 80 to 100 PSI. Now the clamp back here is for shipping purposes only. You'll use the provided Allen wrench set to then loosen that, and it just slides all the way off. And that can be stowed anywhere. It's basically just for shipping. Now we are good to go ahead and power this on. And the first thing you're going to want to do is turn your heater on. So that's that button right there. As you can see, you can control the pump temperature separate from the tank temperature. I always like to run the pump a little bit cooler than the tank, just so that your concentrate has a little bit of time to solidify as it gets injected into the pre-roll. So now we're going to take you through the UI, and the first thing in the menu that we're going to cover here is our lift settings. And this is basically going to control the motorized lift of where you're going to start filling and stop filling, basically how long you're going to have that concentrate slug left behind. So your safe position is where the needle is going to go to before the tray moves. Your end position is basically where it's going to stop filling at the top, and again, your start is where it's going to start infusing at the bottom. So essentially the difference between these two numbers is how long your concentrate slug is going to be inside your pre-roll. And we'll go ahead and actually put it up to origin position, which is at the top because we ship it in the start position. And so when it comes to these numbers, if you think origin is 0, and these numbers are how far down the lift is going to travel. So the higher the number, the farther down it's going to go. What's really cool here is our channel position. And so this is the method we developed to get rid of bleed spots on the outside of your pre-rolls. And essentially what this does is enables the needle to do what's called a double punch. It will go down and not infuse the first time, come back up. And then the second time, when it goes down to infuse, it will not go as deep. And if you want it to go 1 millimeter less, 2 millimeters less, you just increase that number. So basically it creates a little cavity in the bottom for the concentrate to go as it's infusing. Next, we're going to go to this water droplet icon here, which is going to be all of our pump and fluid controls. So as you can see, we first have the pump speed. That's in millimeters per second, and that's how fast the motor actuating the piston is going to turn. I usually like to run that between 1.5 to 3, so we're going to go ahead and set it down to 2. Our deposit pitch angle, this is again something in troubleshooting that if you are starting to see some bleed spots in the bottom to the mid-range on your pre-roll, you can go ahead and increase that number. And what that's going to do is speed up the pump as it pulls up, so leaving more concentrate towards the top versus the middle or the bottom. Then we have obviously our priming line, which is what we're going to be doing once we load oil into the reservoir. And then our pump ration is for weight checks. And what that's going to do is dispense exactly how much you have the ration set to, so you know how much is going into each pre-roll.